101 kuier saam met julle was eenvoudig net nie genoeg nie. So kom ons kyk of nommer 102 dalk sal genoeg wees, ek twyfel. Maar welkom by die 102de episode van Agri Monitor. Dit is fantasties om julle in ons geselskap te hê. So in vandag se Agri Monitor in die Nuusgesprek gaan kyk ons bietjie na mielie-plantery en ons gaan hoor hoe vaar dinge by die Sikondo-groenskema. In ons Plaas Toe-segment vertel veteraan navorser Dr. Herman Fouché oor turksvye as 'n droogtevoergewas en die internasionale sentrum vir landbounavorsing in droogte-gebiede vertel bietjie meer oor hoe om met hierdie gewas te boer. Onthou as jy op hoogte wil bly van alles landbou in Namibië, kan jy julle Agri Monitor blaaie in die Republikein, Namibian Sun en Algemene Zeitung vandag kry. So met dit gesê, ons gaan gesels nou 'n bietjie nuus en dan gaan ons reguit Plaas toe.
Please adhere to the speed limit. I did not.
Funding particularly in the risk aspects that are related to the potato production is also
Yeah, so this season we have increased our hectareage for maize. It's a 60 hectares improvement from last time. Last time I think we planted about 100, so this year it's about 166 hectares. We're expecting maybe 8 to 9 ton per hectare, and this year even the crop is looking quite good. We don't have armyworms as much as last year, and so we are confident that we can pull off 9 ton per hectare. You can also see how healthy the crop is looking, and yeah, we are very optimistic. So this center pivot, we can see it's very nice dark and green. It's in the 5th week. So in the 4th week we applied the top dressing, which is MAP and NPK 232, and we can see how nice and dark and the maize is looking. So it's a slow release fertilizer that helps the plants to have access to the fertilizer at a longer period of time. So you broadcast it with a train, with the tractor, and yeah. So we are currently doing that now with all the pivots that are in the 4th week. We are broadcasting to make sure that they have more access to nutrients. So we have also some activities going on where we are. On every pivot we've planted, we are basically testing varieties so that we can also see at the end of the season which varieties are performing better, which ones have high yield. In terms of our cropping program, so this season we have, as we have seen, tomatoes, green peppers, the maize, cabbage, and we are also intending to plant 7.5 hectares of potatoes. We might be receiving the seeds by next week. And then also we intend to plant some sweet potatoes and maybe also butternuts. So this is the net shed area. It is the total hectareage allocated for this net shed is 2 hectares, and every net is half a hectare. So we produce about 10,000 plants of tomatoes, which give you about 60 ton per hectare. So it's about 30 ton per hectare, but sometimes because of the varieties, as you can see, you can have even more. So we also plant cucumber, but this year this was where cucumber was, but the market was a bit saturated here in the north, and because of fuel prices it was a bit difficult to export or to take it to Windhoek, and so now we're just focusing on green peppers and tomatoes because they are usually in high demand. All right, so we have about 5 medium scale farmers that are in production. And as we know, they each have 20 hectares. So currently we have about 100 hectares maize production from the medium scale farmers. Some are also having some vegetables. We have 3 that have some vegetables, sweet potatoes, cabbage, and also carrots and and this range from 1 to 2 hectares on each of the farmers.
Kletskompas is 'n Afrikaanse kontinuïteitsprogram met Namibiese nuus en onderhoude. Kletskompas streef om die hart van die Afrikaanssprekende gemeenskap te bereik. Nuwe episodes van die program word elke weekdag op NTV, oneup2.com en op Republikein se Facebook-platform uitgesaai. Kletskompas fokus op nuus, onderhoude, lesersfoto's en die sportprent. Vir enige nuusverwante navrae of advertensiebenodigdhede, kontak klets@synergy.com.na.
In 1914, the government imported the thornless type of cactus pear from California, mainly because of the infestation of the thorny types in the Karoo regions. We evaluate the progeny of these types here. We evaluate 42 cultivars in terms of leaf production, but also in terms of fruit production. The leaf production we use as fodder for animals, either in the fresh form, or we can dry it and mix it in balanced diets for animals. The fruit can be used as either syrups or jams or vegetables, and is highly in demand, especially in the foreign countries. Die Meksikane gebruik hierdie napolitos as stapelvoedsel. Hulle gebruik dit rou of hulle maak dit gaar. As dit gaar gemaak is, dan proe dit so iewers so tussen groen mielies en groen boontjies. In sy rou vorm het hy effens suurderige smaak, amper soos agurkies. 'n Ander interessante feit is dat turksvye ook as 'n vir medisinale en farmaseutiese gebruik kan word. En veral die Meksikane het hierdie mark baie goed ontgin. Turksvye is eerstens nie net voedsaam nie, is ook ryk aan Vitamiin C, maar het ook baie antioksidante en al hierdie ander gesonde goeders.
Cactus pear is a high productive species with high resistance to drought. It is widely cultivated in arid and semi-arid regions worldwide. It is an upright plant that can grow to 3.5 up to 5 meters high. Evergreen plant, easy to establish with low water demands.
Cacti are gaining increasing interest across the globe, in particular cactus pear. The Latin name is Opensificus indica. Cactus pear has several nicknames, including green gold, fruit for the poor. These names convey the importance of Opensia because of their resistance to drought and high temperature and their adaptability to poor and shallow soils. In fact, cactus pear can grow on land where no overcrops are able to grow with minimal agronomic inputs and care. In addition to its resilience as a crop, cactus pear is also increasingly appreciated for its multiple purpose, The fruit and young cladode can be consumed by human, and there is a growing interest in its use as a fodder for livestock. More recently, several benefits have emerged, showing the importance of cactus pear for medicinal and cosmetic purposes.
Cactus pear is propagated vegetatively through mature, robust, and healthy cladodes, 1 to 2 years old. These cladodes should be collected from healthy medium to large-size plant. Cladodes can be single, double, or Mickey Mouse. After cutting the cladodes, they should be stored in a shaded dry area for 10 days to 2 weeks. This will form callus tissue over the cut edge. Cladodes may be planted at any time of the year, but it is advisable to avoid periods of frost when night temperature goes below 0. Choose the sunny and well-drained sandy soil fields with minimal frost. The cladodes can be planted in holes or in furrows. The fruit production and under normal field conditions, the cladodes are spaced 2 to 3 meters apart and 3 to 4 meters between rows. The fodder production less spacing is required, 1 to 2 meters between cladodes and 2 to 3 meters between the rows. The spacing can be reduced under intensive fodder production systems. At least half or 2/3 of the cladodes must be buried in the soil facing the sun and slightly tilted. It is recommended to apply a mix of farm manure with soil while planting. Excessive water can cause the cactus pear to rot. It is best to water the planted cladodes minimally. To develop strong plant with strong root systems, the claded should be protected for 2 to 3 years. Animal grazing can cause severe damage and even inhibit growth of cladded growth. Most farmers in our part of the world, Middle East and North Africa, do not fertilize or irrigate cactus pear, and the productivity remains low, ranging from 1.5 to 2.2 ton per hectare for fodder production, and from 1 to 3 ton per hectare for fruit production. However, under intensive production system, productivity can be increased several folds. To reach this high level of productivity, farmers have to provide adequate input. For fruit production, up to 100 tons per hectare of organic fertilizers combined with mineral fertilization, 150 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen, 50 phosphorus, and 75 potassium. For fodder production, from 100 to 200 tons per hectare of organic fertilizers. Supplemental irrigation can be provided only when needed, and preferably through drip irrigation. Weed control is recommended to minimize competition. Hand weeding is the best. However, herbicides can be applied carefully. Pruning is important and can be done according to the described design, but also to allow sunlight to reach all parts of the plant and to improve air flow through the plant. Damaged cladodes, either through illicit grazing or bad weather, hail, should be removed. Through providing appropriate agronomic practices, strong plant with the optimum growth can be achieved. The global interest for cactus has led establishment in 1993 of the FAO ICARDA International Technical Cooperation Network on cactus to promote the ecological and benefits and use of cactus pear and to improve technical capability of cactus production in the world. Anyone who can join this network to learn more about cactus pear activities in the world. To join, please click on the link to create an account.
Kom kuier gerus elke Vrydag aand saam met Arjougar, waar hy vooruitskouing doen van wat op die sportvelde reg oor die wêreld gaan plaasvind. Daar word op die naweek se top internasionale sportgeleenthede gefokus en plaaslike sport in Namibië asook Suid-Afrika word in oënskou geneem. Die kenners praat saam en huidige asook oud spelers gee hul mening en ons hoor grootlik sommer uit die spreekwoordelike perd se bek. Niemand weet met sekerheid wat die naweek op die sportveld gaan gebeur nie, maar iemand weet wel watter faktore die uitslae kan beïnvloed. Ons praat met daardie iemand wat weet en soms word geheim ook uitgelaat. Vrydaande is ons in die tonnel gereed om uit te draf. Dit is jou Vrydag afspraak wat jou ingelig gaan hou alvordat die spelers uit die tonnel opdraf. Sport is ons passie, sien jou in die tonnel.
En nou gaan kyk ons bietjie na die veilings, die dagboek en die vleispryse soos wat leidig staan. In ons veilings op die 31ste Januarie, dit is vandag, is daar in Aminuis, Okania en Oudtshoorn Agra veilings en die WLA hou 'n kleinveeveiling op Reebot. Op die 2 Februarie kan julle die Agra veiling in Otjiwarongo kry en die WLA se grootveeveiling in Windhoek. Die 1 Februarie voor die 2de is Agra op Mariental en julle kan die Blaauwberg veiling op Grootfontein sien, as ook die grootveeveilings van die WLA op Gebabes. Ons sluit dan af op die 3 Februarie met Agra se veiling op Gebabes en die Blaauwberg veiling op Otawi. So in ons dagboek vir 10 en 24 Februarie hou die Houtskoolvereniging van Namibië 'n gevorderde lesing oor die eendag houtskool verbrandstegniek aan. Dit word by die Charcoal Village langs die Makara Bush Products fabriek net buite Otjiwarongo tussen 9:00 die oggend en middagete aangebied. Op die 18de Februarie hou die Bijenboerderyvereniging van Namibië 'n jaarvergadering. Die tyd en plek sal later bekend gemaak word, maar vir meer inligting kan julle vir Gretchen Boermeister kontak op die nommer op jou skerm. So staan die vleispryse in die week van 30 Januarie 2023. Die AA, B en B graad beeste by Meatco staan op 61 Namibiese dollar, in Okania by Beefcore op 51 en in Katimamililo weer by Meatco op 30. Die C graad beeste staan op 60 Namibiese dollar vir Meatco. 45 Namibiese dollar vir beefcore in Okahania en in Katema Mulilo op 28 Namibiese dollar. Die veilingspryse loop soos volg. Die tollie staan op 35 Namibiese dollar en 21 sent, die verse op 38 Namibiese dollar en 21 sent, stoorosse op 32 Namibiese dollar en 51 sent, stoorverse op 30 Namibiese dollar en 19 sent. Slagosse staan op 34 Namibiese dollar en 19 sent, slagverse op 32 Namibiese dollar en 39 sent en koeie beloop tussen 25 Namibiese dollar en 58 sent en 32 Namibiese dollar en 11 sent. Slagbulle se prys staan op 29 Namibiese dollar en 41 sent. Vir slagskape gaan kyk ons na die dorpers wat op 34 Namibiese dollar en 5 sent staan en die vetsterte wat op 34 Namibiese dollar en 16 sent staan. Bokke beloop teen ongeveer 1052 Namibiese dollar en koeie met kalwers teen ongeveer 13.905 Namibiese dollar. En daarmee kom ons aan die einde van hierdie episode van Agri Monitor. Dit was soos altyd fantasties om julle in ons geselskap te hê. Onthou, tot volgende week tot daar weer 'n Agri Monitor is, tot jy weer die nuutste kan leer oor die landboubedryf in Namibië. Boer vooruit.